helps just like help me on trouble times my entire life. Yeah, exactly. So I hope to get at least. I mean, it's more of a fake cry to
I'm not convinced the warmth will stay into the night, so for this occasion I rummaged and searched through the depths of my lightless closet, breezing by my windbreaker, sheepishly reaching around my mother's homemade wool knit sweater, which definitely does not smell. My hand succeeded in retrieving from the void the one and only jean jacket I own. It's trendy, right? Where am I going? You're probably wondering. North! Tonight I'm celebrating with an old best friend from childhood who recently received his first promotion to senior exec. The VP. Something who works over or with or for the regional chairman. Treasurer of stocks. Brokers! Yes, and if I'm not mistaken, those are who the rich people are. Well, would you look at that? Prospect Park. The best park in New York. Excuse me. New York! What better timing to be strolling through than during golden hour? However, the best attraction in the park is not the people, nor is it the winding trails. It's the Prospect Park Zoo, or PPZ as I like to call it. What? It's catching on, but I'll never forget my first time going to that zestful zoo. I was gifted something that day which would forever change my life. I'm talking about JJ the Red Panda. Sounding familiar? No? That's all right. That's why I'm here, to spread the word of JJ. Hello, my name is Wallace Wright, and I would like to share with you JJ's most great escape. Before I continue to commit a criminal amount of plagiarism, let me back us up a little. Avid PPZ goers generally buy tickets to see two animals. The golden lion tamarin, commonly referred to as the finger monkey. The finger monkey. I swear, it gets grosser, right, every time I say that. It's 2022, we should have a better alternative for this by now, right? Monkey finger? Monkey finger football team. But, I'll get back to that one. Okay, actually I won't. I'm improvising right now, so I don't need to. You know, since we're on the topic, let me give credit where it's due. Every word tonight will be completely improvised. But we come up with a different plot every night. The playwright's name you see in your program isn't even a real person. We just use a name generator from the App Store. Playwright name generator. It's like the rap name generator, but for white people. I'm mostly kidding. Nick said, do something with finger monkeys in my introduction. Also adding, avoid making it sexual. No one had any qualms with that. It was the first time we all agreed unanimously, actually, because there's nothing sexy about finger monkeys, right? They're just so tiny and cute. And just by gauging the room, I feel like we could all agree, sexualizing a finger monkey has to be some sort of felony. And for those of you who are ill-minded, I did Google it. I'm serious. A TikTok would just humiliate them. Okay, I digress. Back to the crown jewel, the rare marsupial, not a bear, the red panda. People crowded around its artificially simulated environment, or panda prison for short, and I was so astonished, so taken aback by this maroon creature perched at the top of its clearly fake tree. And JJ was gazing off into the distance. He was different from his partner, Nighthawk, who... Such a stupid name for a red panda. Why would you name an animal after another animal? I'll tell you why. Because someone thought they should let an elementary school decide. Specifically, PS 29! Apologies. No, it's rude of me to single out one public school in New York. All public schools in New York City are terrible. Most of them are pro-fracking. This is the part of the monologue where I have to start reenacting everything as I've just been standing here. JJ was born in captivity. Therefore, he was conditioned to think there was nothing outside his thin, low-rising walls. Imagine living your whole life in a cave you could never leave. I'd rather be dead, as that is better than being ignorant. Or so we thought. Just before I had enough of that hot, pea-stench summer day, JJ vaulted over the wall, using the plastic tree branch as a slingshot. That didn't feel safe. I need a minute. I'm gonna sit down. Andre! I am cutting that reenacting bit short tonight! That was all improv too, by the way. What I'm about to tell you, however, is 100% fact. JJ looked me dead in the eye and tried to tell me something. It was a sort of warning, an almost intuitive, instinctive warning. Almost like when you don't want to answer the door when someone knocks in an offbeat way. I wouldn't answer that. There's still so much I haven't spoken about yet. I got an idea. Okay, as the cool kids say, I'm gonna speedrun the rest of this. And if you have any questions, after the show, the director has been dying to do a college-style talkback. Okay? Speedrun. 3, 2, 1. JJ may be left for freedom. People scream their panic. I just stood there hoping he finds true home. But what is a home? Not a house. A home is just a home to use it in a sentence as simple that 3 different days they'll decide for home. Home, M-O-H, home. So for Polish, Polish, sentence, dyslexic, audience, remembering Jack, who spells the name without a C. Now remember Jack, that's D-Y-S-L-E-X-I-C-C-I-N-X-E-L-S-Y-D. The church bell's time is approaching. Each time singing with a slow ring. Oh, shit, forgot. Hold on. 1 second. Blah, blah, blah. Cut the Native American joke. And the dyslexic joke. Lesser of two evils. And now I'm appropriately late enough to arrive at the dinner party. But whilst you're going to the dinner party empty-handed, don't worry, I have a trick up my sleeve. This bottle of rosé has never failed me after all. Though I was flooring a fruity fragrances for really betwixt your taste buds in all the right wrong ways. Before I enter, it is my duty to lazily feed you a little exposition. I'm a writer currently constructing the next great American novel. My ideas are new, and I just have this inkling everybody wants to know my story. You're probably wondering what the book is about. It's about life and death, love and betrayal, harmony and chaos, realism and whimsy, jean jackets, and a pinch of red pandas. I hope you were listening carefully to my introduction, as it was almost entirely unnecessary. And now, without further ado, here is my second favorite part of the show.
Welcome, Wallace the Writer.
It's been too long.
What's the accolade for?
Oh, I just coach Little League Baseball in my free time.
Congrats on the participation, Coach. I'll have it in safekeeping here in my tantalizing trophy shrine. Let's hope I don't confuse it with the hundreds of trophies that I definitely all earned. You're just barely out of sight.
Thank you. Yes.
Did I hear hesitance to believing my bold yet playful boast? Go ahead, Ryder Wallace, look. Gaze upon the at least 200 polished silver and gold miniature statues. each more impressive than the last.
No, that won't be necessary. I believe you.
Oh, but I insist. Take a long look. What did you see, Ryder Wallace?
200 polished silver and gold miniature statues, each more impressive than the last.
That it is, Ryder Wallace. That it is.
Mm-hmm.
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 Mm-hmm. If they had a best participation trophy, your name would be honored.
Oh, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
No, thanks you.
No, thanks you.
You no thank, I thank.
It's things, not thank. You're welcome.
I didn't expect to be the first one here. Did I misread the invitation? How is it that I always come too early?
No, you read it correctly. Besides, there is no such thing as coming too early. Most women find it flattering.
Oh, I knew it.
I must say, Wallace, your jean jacket really ups your game. Let me take it for you.
Why, thank you.
It thrills me that you are here, Ryder Wallace. Come have a seat. Let us two Maine men sit down for a chit-chat and talk endlessly back and forth, with an occasional pause.
And don't forget the cross leg. Nothing beats catching up with an old friend.
We're not old yet, though I feel it seeping into my skin. That's why I use Sam's SPF 50 sunscreen concealer to hide and prevent any wrinkles. It's not just for the sun, it's for Sam.
I'm gonna tiptoe around that part of the conversation. Well, I just wanted to
Hold on, you mentioned tiptoeing, but you're still sitting. You tease me with something more titillating than sitting down. Oh, thank you. I just absolutely hate a toe tease.
Oh, and that was just the tip of the toe berg. But really, I wanted to say how awesome it is to see you earn such a great promotion. And still fairly early on in your career, it gives me hope.
Thank you, Ryder Wallace. I was fast-tracked as I was part of the diversity program.
Really?
Yes.
More tiptoeing it is.
More! Oh!
I gotta ask, was there some sort of flower party or a parade here?
No, just an old habit of mine.
Or a younger habit?
I do not own any rabbits, but I carefully consider it.
What?
You smell that, Ryder Wallace? We will be dining on some of the finest quinoa a person can taste. I will set the table.
Oh, okay. I thought it'd be polite. Should we wait for the others to arrive?
Am I not enough entertainment for you?
No, I just,
You just what, Ryder Wallace? Spit it out. Thank you.
No, I was just wondering, why quinoa?
Are you unfamiliar?
I am familiar.
With quinoa, the most magnificent dish, pleasing even the pickiest of palates.
I've just never had it before.
How can you claim familiarity yet you've never consumed quinoa?
I know of quinoa, and I've seen other people eat quinoa. I've just never tasted it before, making me familiar in the platonic, palatable aspect.
Friend-zoned quinoa.
Exactly. But since tonight is a special occasion, I'll give this quinoa a one-night stand.
That male-minded metaphor amuses me. Personally, my love came from it being easy to make. But the soul comes from its spelling. Q-I-U-N-A-O. Q-now. Wait, that didn't sound right.
I believe it's actually spelled Q-U-I-N-O-A-H, quinoa.
Or perhaps it is Q-U-I-N-J-U-A-N, quinoa.
That's a Spanish name. Maybe it's Q-U-I-N-I-N-O-N, quinina.
Q-U-U-I-N-N-I-P-P-I, quinipi. That's not right either.
Here, how about I just search it?
Before you do, could you use it in a sentence?
Sure. Quinoa is the most magnificent dish.
Quinoa. Q-U-I-N-O-A. Quinoa.
That is correct!
This calls for celebration.
Oh, yes.
You brought a bottle with you. What kind?
Yes, it's a rosé from Brad Pitt's vineyard.
Odd. Rosé, rose, rosé, rose. Why not just get a red or a white? In fact, a champagne would have been better brought.
I guess you're right. Say, is that a Nintendo Wii?
Indeed it is. I consider it to be the most evolved form of gaming. A perfect mixture of physical exercise and visual stimulation. Care to bowl with me?
Oh, no, I'm all right, thank you. But funny you say that, I just got the newer one.
This is the newer one.
It's okay, Andre. No one else is here to see that you're wrong.
You are the one who was fallaciously, falsely flawed. They did not make a newer Nintendo Wii because this is the new Nintendo Wii.
Well, but they did.
Did not.
Did too.
Did not.
Did too.
Did not.
Andre, you never changed. Still so stringently stubborn.
That would be beautifully put if it were true.
It is true. Always so nostalgic about the past.
I am not. I see what you're doing. Like bait on a line, I nibbled. I've had enough of this pointless, poignant small talk.
Oh, would you like some gas for that light?
The oven is fine, thank you. I should apologize. I am exceedingly eager to watch you enjoy my dish, which sometimes leads to my senseless squabbling. My father would be disappointed. He always used to say, "Act like an English gentleman when you have guests over." And for some reason, every time he said that sequence of words, I'd clench every part of myself. Every part. I feared his wrath, thus making me overly polite. But little boys from Brooklyn who are polite are terrible at making friends. Always anxious, always uneasy, always waiting for the other shoe to drop. It became unbearable to the point where I refused to go to the 7th grade ice cream social. Father was furious. He could not have one night to himself. After I begged long enough, he got so fed up that he began to unbuckle his belt, which would cause my legs to buckle in turn. And unbuckling. Either make some friends at the dance or I'll make my belt buckle friends with you. I don't remember if it hurt.
I was your friend, though. I didn't mind your politeness. Having you around was like having a nice, thoughtful, tall, stiff plank.
Thank you for the compliment. Finally, if you could excuse me, I believe the quinoa is now ready.
Ooh. Thank you.
Lovely. Let us begin.
Do I eat this with a fork or a spoon?
Again with the questions. Experiment. Look, Wallace, you need to fly free from whatever is holding you back. Trust your gut.
You're right.
You were in a judgment-free Xinhua zone. A Xinhua safe space. That was a bit of a reach.
I chose the spoon.
Or was it the spoon that chose you?
We shall.
You first. Pretend I am not here. Like a fly on the West Wing wall, watching the British Empire crumble.
British flies. I wonder what they would sound like.
Buzz? Buzz.
Oh, here's a good one. Guess what British animal I am?
Roof. You just sound like a British construction worker.
You're so right.
Let's get back to the task at hand. Maybe next time.
Are you going to answer that?
Ignore it. Tell me about your book.
Sure. It follows the perspective of JJ the Red Panda, humanizing his story of being imprisoned from birth. The conflict being his desperate attempt to escape the zoo in order to help his dying companion, of course. I brought you the manuscript if you'd like to read it. I hope it wasn't too dense.
I found it really riveting. I had to stop myself from getting to the ending. I want to cherish it. Or perhaps I could hear it straight from Ryder Wallace himself.
Well, the ending is my secret for you to interpret. However, I will say this. I was actually there when it happened.
How heroic! Interestingly enough, it can't stop singing. Always the same note. No permutation from the previous. Ring!
You can answer it.
See? The singing ceased. Spoke too soon.
You know what? I'm pretty invested now, to tell you the truth. Go ahead. Answer it.
Invested. Let's keep Wall Street in Manhattan tonight. But if you insist, then I must answer. Hello? Yes, this is he. Yes? My vehicle's warranty expired? No, that cannot be. My 2015 Accord will not like the news of this. Coming from a stranger, too, that'll just make things worse. Perhaps, we can become more acquainted. What's your name? Keith. Is that short for anything? Is it Celtic? Ah, how tragic. Okay, Keith. According to you, my Accord is no longer in accordance with its warranty. How sad. Why is it that everything must have an expiration date, Keith? You make a solid argument there. No rebuttal needed, I understand. This has put me in an ill-minded mood, and I am in the middle of hosting a dinner party. Perhaps we could change the subject. Fantastic. What else is on your mind, Keith? Yes? Yes. It's right here, actually. Really? And you want me to tell him? I think it would be incredibly inappropriate for me to... No, if you insist, I'll inform him. Fair warning, I am not experienced at delivering dreadful, dreary news. What should I say? Really? According to who? The Accord, right. Uh-huh. Yes. Well, okay then. I'll talk to you later, Celtic Keith. Okay, bye-bye.
Who's Keith?
Nobody. He's a nobody. A no one. For I am also nobody.
My name is Nobody.
That is my favorite line from the Odyssey.
Oh, mine too. How is it that Homer always knew what to write?
Ask a high school literature teacher.
I am never going back to education. Those children ruined me. I hope they all burn in hell.
Jeez, Ryder Wallace, take it down a notch.
You're right. But I'm sorry. God, those children can stay alive.
You prayed recently, Wallace?
No.
I find that people who pray are not at peace with themselves.
I'd rather be buried alive than talk about religion.
Back to your book. I saw on Monster.com you got signed to a prestigious publishing house.
I don't use Monster.com.
You'd be surprised. It gets a lot of people connected and employed.
Are they paying you for this?
I'm just staying up to date. The internet isn't going anywhere, Wallace.
I think you're the one who's not up to date.
Nonsense! Look! I have a beautiful brand new iPad mini. Such a terrible inconvenience to own one. Too small for your laptop bag, too big for your pocket. Finally, your first bite! I was on the edge of my seat and didn't want to say anything.
Yeah, it's not so bad, actually.
Not so bad, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Say, did you wash your hands?
I'm sorry?
Did not see you wash your hands. You must have done it while I was on the phone.
I did not.
Right, because you did it when you went into my trophy shrine.
I must have forgotten.
I did all of this, didn't even have the damn decency to wash your hands?
It's okay, I'll do it now.
What's the point? I put everything I had into this. Now it's tainted. Do me a favor and be a cobbler. Put yourself in my shoes. I cleared my calendar, look!
What's the date on that?
I sent you a sealed invitation to have you over for dinner, and you knowingly decided to eat with your dirty, filthy, unwashed hands! I thought we were friends, Ryder Wallace.
Is there anything I can do to make it up?
Only to pay for what you've done. I challenge you to a duel.
A duel?
Are you familiar with the rules of a duel?
I saw Hamilton.
Impossible. He's been dead for centuries.
You can't be serious.
No, I cannot be serious because I am Andre, and you're Wallace, who forgot to wash his hands. I am so enraged I can't even speak in alliteration. Speaking of, your diction is amateur, and your writing is like a sober Raymond Carver.
Harsh feedback, but I'll take it.
Bet you haven't even read the Oxford Dictionary cover to cover.
Why would I read the dictionary when I can just use the internet?
Why use the internet when you have a dictionary?
Christ, it feels like I've been walking on eggshells all night with you.
Let me smell.
Smell what?
I want to smell your stubby, sweaty
Hey,
hands.
look, Andre, I'm sorry. Look, I made a mistake. It's totally my fault. I should have washed my hands.
My soap couldn't even fix the smell that's been excreted from your glands.
I said I'm sorry, Andre.
It's too late.
You know, I think it's time for me to go. Shit. You had this all planned out, didn't you?
It's just destiny, Wallace. Come on. Don't be shy. Terrific timing, too. Ha. There it is. TTT. We would normally need a third party to officiate, but since it is about to be the top of the hour, we will let the church bells tell us when to draw. On the 7th chime, we draw. Quickly! We must make our paces.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Christ on a croissant, I must answer this. Andre speaking. Well, if it isn't my best friend and fellow Princeton man, Edgar. You saw the match, I hope? I swear Princeton is going to make me drink enough to sedate a baby elephant. I believe it was you, me, and your wife, Lucy, who went to the game the last time they played those inbred Yaleys. I always regretted not being on the pitch that day. Your wife insisted that rugby was a game for silly boys. I pretended to agree as I was trying to woo her, of course. My charm hardly helped. Do you remember that fateful night, Edgar? When the three of us... That's right. We had been entangled, becoming one. The moonlight could have burnt our skin and we wouldn't have even noticed. Your wife always insisted on wearing jean jackets, no matter what time of year. She loved her jean jackets, Edgar. Jean jackets. Jeans. Jean jacket. Jean jacket. Jeans jackets. I will use it in a sentence. Wallace arrived with a jean jacket. The material was soft and overwashed, yet there was not one single tear. Jeanjacket. Jean jacket. My apologies, I went off on one of my famous side tangents. You still there, Edgar? Think about her too. Must confess, the night after we came back, I expected her to visit me. But she didn't. She left me with her jean jacket and I never got to give it back to her. I yearned for her to visit me unannounced and demand for it back. She always wore it after all. To have her need something from me. Love is best when someone needs something from someone else. When they can't get it from anyone else. She needed that jacket. No one else had it except for me. I just needed her to stay. I'm sorry. I have to go. I'm hosting a dinner party.
I've had it with this fever dream. I'm gonna call the police.
I didn't expect you to whine and wail when I won at Wii Bowling. We don't have to play anymore. Feeling quite sour, actually.
That was... we were... before the phone call and... quinoa?
Come sit. You overdid it again. Otherwise it could be Ebola. I can't wait for the next election cycle.
Nothing you say makes any sense.
Let me get you a baby aspirin. some water. We've all partied a little too hard tonight.
Andre, did you invite other people?
You really are sick? Do you remember anything? There's still a few stragglers remaining. Come, let's reintroduce ourselves. Don't be nervous. You're shivering. Here. Wear this jacket. It fits you so perfectly. Let the coziness set in. I want you to meet my good friend Thomas. Thomas! I would like for you to meet my nearest and dearest Wallace. She is writing my biography. Oh, what an exquisite damsel you have here, Andre. And she's writing your biography. So you two must be very close. Make sure to not leave anything out. You know, Andre here is actually a distant relative of Charles II of Spain. Such a beautiful family. If I had any royalty in my blood, my cobbling career would have taken off. Perhaps even better than Adam Sandler in the new captivating, critically acclaimed motion picture, The Cobbler. Sandler's performance will never be forgotten. I'll never forget when he put on Method Man's shoes, and then he became a Method Man. Oh, Thomas, he didn't actually transform into Wu-Tang's very own Method Man. That was Method Man pretending to be Adam Sandler, pretending to be Method Man. These Hollywood special effects will always defy my logic. No special effects. How can I put this? It would be as if I, Andre, was pretending to be you, Thomas, by pretending that your body is my body. But in actuality, it's just you pretending to be me. Oh, how clever. Let's pretend then. I shall now be Andre. And I will be Thomas!
And I'm having trouble adding to this conversation.
Why are you confused, dear darling? Can't touch your tongue, sweet little dame!
Never in my life had I considered watching The Cobbler.
How embarrassing. And you're letting her write your biography?
I thought you were Andre.
Am I? God, give her a break! Come on, Ryder Wallace.
Andre?
Yes, Ryder Wallace.
Why were you giving me incorrect pronouns?
Was I? My apologies then. Assuming makes an ass out of you and... you and...
Me?
Shall we? Did you hear that? It sounded like a soft pat, pat, pat. Perhaps some sort of creature. A cat.
It sounded like a knock.
You're right. Might be that man, Nighthawk. Followed me home one night and it's been keeping its distance, always slightly out of sight.
I doubt a nighthawk followed you to your brownstone just to knock on your door.
You right. Now, who would it be and what for?
A visitor? Probably just a regular person?
A visitor. I've never had this happen before. This is a mystery we cannot ignore.
You should answer the door. You should see who it is.
What if it's a group of hoodlums looking to score?
To see what's in store. Damn it! No, I tried so hard not to do that.
A great way to end our poem. Now, get behind the coat rack. Better yet, hide in the washroom. If things go south, check behind the john, and there should be a compass.
Why is there a compass behind your toilet?
I just said if things go south. Now go.
I should stop asking you questions.
Oh, and wallets.
What?
Don't forget to wash your hands. What if there's no one behind the door? It could just be a reaction to our actions. Maybe it's a ball of wind in the shape of a fist. Or it could be an auditory hallucination that we've all experienced together in sync. You heard that too, right?
Yes.
That's one tally for the auditory hallucination column. I'm open to ideas here. I've reached the point in which nothing truly matters to me. Last Thursday might as well have never even happened. Posed with the possibility of all this being fake, false, fallacious. I know, I already used that alliteration, but give me a fucking break. That's what I need. A break. One that is permanent. No more jobs, no more bills, no more answering calls. More specifically, no more doors. I'll have someone come in and replace this door with a wall. It could all end here. A perfect place. The suffering will cease, and I will abide in bliss. I should keep things moving. We're hardly halfway through. I must make sure you are all home at a reasonable hour. Enough time to stare at your blue and orange screens while you lay in bed. Doing you know what. I should get the door.
Andre, I thought you'd never answer.
Well, if it isn't my lovely Lucy back for her jean jacket.
You were always the most cordial. Did you take good care of it?
Indeed I did. I see you brought a bouquet. How lovely.
I'm afraid they perished in my travels.
Still looks pretty to me.
Do you remember what I said last?
Remind me?
I asked if you ever watched a flower slowly die, just to see what would happen.
That's dark even for me.
And if you know where all the dead flowers go?
That's right.
Oh?
This also escapes me.
Oh.
Will you tell me at least?
Oh, Andre, it's kind of like watching paint dry. Baseless, boring. But then you begin to feel empathy for this flower. You get this incredible, indescribable, inconsolable, insatiable ill pain.
Easy now, I'm the one who does the alliterations around here.
You started doing them to impress me when you found my love for poetry.
That may be true. Proceed.
Pain comes from the grotesque realization flowers live and die the same as people. A flower can still have color, and a person can still have a heartbeat, but they can both be very dead. We've all seen breathing dead people begging to be brought back. We most certainly have seen flowers pulled mercilessly from their roots. Flowers will also inexplicably fade while they're still alive, refusing to take in sunlight, slowly stopping its photosynthesis, leading to a beautiful, pointless death. When I was a little girl, my thoughts were infiltrated, infected, put into disarray or disorder. She had to hide from everyone. Overnight, she could inexplicably refuse to replenish so that she may also wither until there was nothing left of her. More often than not, no one will notice. That is where the biggest difference is. Flowers are rooted deep in the soil so they can weather any storm or search for all of its nutrients. A flower can't run away, so it must be brave. What about our roots? We lost our roots. In other words, we're detached, making us more capable of failing, making it easier for us to leave, resulting in hypotheticals, hindsights. You try to help, but you can't. We've become permanently distracted by objects that don't matter, preventing us from witnessing something that's so tragically beautiful. Watching her petals beginning to fall, seeing her slowly lose her color gracefully, until one day she becomes a minor inconvenience that just stares out your windowsill. Everyone looking the other way as she slowly loses her energy. She's not complaining. She just stares out that window, alone, forgetting who she was. A dead flower still breathing. What if we stopped letting all the flowers die? What would happen?
I don't know, Lucy.
We keep cutting them from their bushes and we torture her by barely keeping her alive in a vase of water. I was just like these flowers once. Maybe they were more like me, growing, twisting and turning so they could one day have their moment in the sun. Then we were both cut. Oh. It appears my colors carefully left me without making a sound. My petals almost all fell too, now fully forgotten. Who am I? I'm a nuisance to your windowsills who still finds herself beautiful. When will you discard me, Andre? Please, tell me you remember where all the dead flowers go?
I do remember, Lucy. Care to come inside?
Would you mind carrying me?
Not at all. I want you to meet my friend Wallace. is now shut. Now would you please come sit with us? Lovely Lucy has arrived.
Your name is Lucy? She's dead, Andre.
She just needs some water and she'll perk back up.
You really think so?
Some nights she would choose me. When we were together, it was... It just was.
Why is she here, Andre?
Would you like the cliche answer?
No, I'm asking.
Why are you here, Wallace? Why am I here? How did any of us get here?
Did you kill her?
Yes.
As a matter of fact, yes.
What?
You asked if I'd ever seen a baby pigeon.
Why?
Are you high?
Maybe. Is that bad?
No. I get it. It's 2015. Weed's practically legal. In Colorado.
2014 to 2015. Now that would be a terrible period piece.
We're living in history, Andre. There's never been a crazier time to be alive.
You're right. The Ice Bucket Challenge is really going to change things.
Who could forget mochi?
And Sochi. Oh, sheesh, your fingers, did they puke or something? Wait! Gone on a couple of dates and now she's in my room asleep. I'm a disheveled mess. I get nervous calling her, let alone looking at her. And she's more than just something to look at. She has a poetry obsession. Remind me that she's a person. Subpar poetry really does it for me. No, I'm not gonna read it. What, you want antiquated alliteration with an occasional rhyme? Question, do birds ever follow you home? Specifically one that only flies at night. What's that? Oh yeah, sure, you can meet her. Okay, Edgar, I must wish you a Princeton goodbye without the fiddle. Lucy?
and unnecessary, Andre.
You're right, even out of context.
The ballet. You remember the ballet?
You mean the fancy tiptoeing? I feel bad for the cobbler who deals with their feet. Wait a minute. You're trying to make me forget the task at hand. You haven't touched your rice.
I'm just not hungry and I don't like rice anymore.
Then I will starve with you.
I miss
Find
Edgar.
another dish.
I miss Edgar.
I wonder why.
You tall, skinny, pale men really push my buttons?
There's other tall, skinny, pale men.
Oh, Andre. A long line of them. You being the caboose who got the worst version of me.
Don't speak ill of the caboose. It's needed for a train to function. Hold on a second. All aboard! The tall, skinny, pale mare rail is entering the station. All aboard! I have you. The version of you that has me. Now that I think about it, I'd like to stay here. Okay? Why won't it stop? You. Why, of course it was you. Damn you! Would this falling tree be making such a horrible sound if you weren't here, sitting, spectating a poor man's memory? The train is about to leave the station. I refuse to board. I choose this time, this place, this argument. Hang on, I have her. There's nothing new after this. Shit! I have to be the one to remember her. It's not my job. It's not my job. It's not my job. When true love ends, you try to forget why you fell in the first place. It's easier to stand back up and recover, suffering from a minor case of romantic amnesia. Forgot her poems, her family, forgot her ambitions, forgot what color her eyes were, forgot her jean jacket. Jean jacket. JJ.
You stood there brooding for 5 minutes, and all you can muster up was JJ? This is going too far south. Why is there a dead body in your apartment?
She died because of me. You're gonna help me bring her back.
No, I'm getting out of here. I'll call my people. You hear that, Andre? Where's my phone?
Don't ask me, find it yourself.
I swore I left it in my...
You don't remember my hilarious hidden ball trick, do you?
Where is it, Andre?
Where's Wallace's screen? Oh no!
This isn't funny, Andre!
It was kind of like watching paint dry. After that, her family put her in this ugly gray casket. It was because they resented her, I'm pretty sure. Didn't look comfortable at all. What kind of monster would lay someone to rest in something that was so hard to be seen? Sure, it's going to be lowered into the earth, never to see the light of day again. There's something so tragically beautiful in being put to rest. just knew she would be so upset about being in this colorless box. So I dug her up, unearthing her from the still somewhat soft soil. I had to think of it like it was something else. And it hit me. Digging up the grave is like looking for the little baby figurine in a king cake. You know it's there. You anticipate it. But no matter what, it always surprises you. Once I found her, all I could do was hold her.
Andre, you need help. You can't live like this.
I don't feel like living.
But you are. You're here.
Not recently.
Can you just let me go?
You know I can't do that, Wallace. On the 8th chime, we draw.
Yes.
That would put you in a perfect place for tomorrow's volatile crash. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Andre speaking. Sal, I'll tell you right now that stock is no longer viable. Okay, great, I'm getting another call. Andre, no. Write it out. Keep buying, in fact. Hey, this is Andre. Cryptocurrency.
You don't understand.
Sounds too cryptic for me.
You don't know what I'm talking about, Sal?
Hey, it's Andre. Sal. This is Andre. Buy. Andre. Sell. Andre. Buy. Andre. Sell. Andre. Buy. Sell. Buy. Sell. Buy. Buy. Sell. Sell. Buy. 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 Sell. 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 The mitochondria is a powerhouse of the cell. Best Buy. Sellout. Andre Sellout. Sellout Andre. I'm just a sellout. At least I'm rich. If I had to choose between $1 million and 1,000,000 friends, I would pick Ben Franklin every time. Money needs me and doesn't complain. Money makes me motivated. Money makes me mighty. Money most definitely won't leave me. I am the one who leaves the money. Honey, I'm home.
Andy! Oh, sweet Andy! Oh, how I missed you today.
I missed you too, my lovely Lucy. How is dinner coming?
The quinoa is almost ready.
How is it you always know what I am craving?
I crave what you crave. How was work today?
The same. The firm wants to do a retreat to the Poconos, but I think the celebration would probably be premature.
You men, always working, always doing business, never rewarding yourselves where credit is due.
Men must work hard in this malicious modern world. It is 2015 after all. Now who could that be? We didn't plan on having any visitors.
I wanted to surprise you, so I invited someone who I knew you dearly missed.
Edgar!
In the flesh. Gah! It amuses me that Lucy called me and said you were in need of a companion.
Oh, Lucy, she's nearly never wrong. Now, tell me, what is it that you have hiding behind your back, old friend?
Oh, I'm a year younger than you.
That you are. Now show me what is glued to your back.
I bestow upon you a bottle of top shelf champagne.
Incredible. From which region?
Champagne.
I am in shock and awe. Come, have a seat at the table. Tonight shall be an impromptu dinner party. Lucy, be a doll and put this on some ice.
Before I sit, I must wash my hands. It would be incredibly rude of me to eat your significant's cooking with my dirty hands.
I am glad your manners haven't left you since our commencement. Down the hall to your right is our washroom. Ignore the mismatched washcloths. It has been a busy week for Lucy and I.
I'm still not done folding everything!
Oh, Andre, how is it you always forget that I'm colorblind?
Oh, you outdid yourself tonight, my sweet, lively Lucy. For that, I think you should receive a gift. I had been waiting for a special night for this, but oh, to hell with it. Take no thought of the morrow. A fine treat for a fine wife.
Oh, Andre, you shouldn't have!
But I did. For that, you may join Edgar and I at the dinner table. Back from the washroom, I see. How are those heavenly hands?
As I entered, I noticed you had 2 different bars of soap, both labeled accordingly.
Yes, I like to switch things up with my cleanliness.
Oh.
Tell me, did you go with Midsummer Night or the Lavender Breeze?
I love lavender.
Both, actually. For the left, I used Midsummer Night, as I found it to be very creative. And for the right, I used Lavender Breeze, as I knew it was the more authentic soap. Out, you damn spot, I said, thus bringing me to equilibrium. May I sit?
Of course. Let me take your jade jacket.
Oh.
Say, what material is this made of?
Why, leather, of course.
Why would it be made of leather?
Oh, Andy, you shouldn't be asking such odd questions.
Right you are, my lovely Lucy. Let's live a little before supper.
Oh.
Shall we?
You still have your weed. I always said it was the perfect mixture of
Physical exercise and visual stimulation. Let to the bowling alley we go.
yes. Oh, shoot!
What's wrong, Edgar?
I forgot my bowling shoes.
I have an extra pair. And an extra cap.
Wow. In my size, I was worried I might look like a clown.
There's no shame in having small feet. Shall I select bumpers or gutters?
Let's go with bumpers. I'm worrisome I won't hit a single pin.
Wise words, companion, and I shan't judge you for it. Since you are the guest, you may go first.
I'm afraid even the bumpers cannot help me.
Eager Edgar, I love that about you. Here, let me help. Step.
I love the sound of the pins falling. It is chaotic yet sustained.
It always is. Now it is my turn.
Oh, yes! Such a rousing rush! Holy mackerel, you got a strike!
Boys, did you two men come back to the dinner table? I'll even let you have a taste of my lemon.
Oh, you were never entertained by sport, Lucy.
Nor games.
Come sit, Edgar. We must entertain Lucy at the dinner table. Otherwise, she will likely leave us. A toast to my best friends. May we dehydrate ourselves together and cherish the headache tomorrow.
And I would like to toast to Andre for being the best host and, more importantly, my best friend.
But it is I with the final say between this threesome of toasts. Edgar, you are brioche. Andre, you are butter. Making an excellent pairing to the most magnificent pairing.
But what does that make you, Lucy?
The toaster, of course.
I must know how you managed to get such a spacious home in this cutthroat market.
It took some searching.
That's most certain. What's the square feet?
It is exactly 800. Not including the boiler room.
Oh, so much space! And in New York, you really made it big time. Those damn West Coasters can have their cake and eat it.
Edgar.
You know, the valuation of this place is only going to go up, unlike purchasing a car, that is.
Edgar.
In fact, if you sat on this place for just 5 years, I'm sure you could flip it for almost twice its original value.
Edgar.
Please tell me that exposed brick you have here is real. If I knew everyone wanted to have stripped walls, I'd have taken a sledgehammer to my old place.
Edgar!
Yes, Andre?
It seems that my mind has escaped me.
The mind tends to wander. What is it that has caused such a great escape?
What is it that you do for a living?
You're asking me.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what I do for a living. I
am waiting.
This lemon really is superb. Is it regional or organic?
What now, Lucy?
Yes, I am a person who is employed at the place that is in the business district.
Guess I don't remember.
Call me Steve McQueen. My mind has made the greatest escape.
That's quite unfortunate. You at least remember your wife.
Why, of course. Such a lovely soul Lucy is.
Hold each other.
Come here, my love.
Don't be shy. Look into each other's eyes. Get closer. Closer. Good. Such a lovely couple. You two could never keep your hands off each other. Now go ahead, Edgar. Give her a kiss. Keep going. I want to see passion. Okay, that's enough passion. You can stop now. I said stop!
Sorry, Andre.
That's all right, Lucy.
Once we start, it's almost impossible to stop.
As it should. Such shame that I am able-bodied and alone.
You'll find her one day.
I already did.
Oh, love-struck Andre. You know he's love-struck when he cannot speak in alliteration.
I'll have none of your humor, Wallace.
Who's Wallace?
You're Wallace!
What kind of prank are you trying to pull now?
This isn't a prank. None of this is real.
Don't be preposterous, Andre.
I don't know if either of you is alive anymore.
My heart beats.
A heart can beat a dead soul.
What about your heart, Andre?
I'm not sure. How don't you feel it? Your hands are icicles, Lucy.
I just need to be warmed up. If only I had something to keep me cozy. Some sort of jacket.
Why did you not come back that night? You left your jacket. I was alone. Not just because I was by myself. I was alone anywhere I went. No matter where I was or who I was speaking with. Loneliness would haunt me. Then I met you, Lucy. I met you. I could look into your eyes and know that someone else was seeing what I was seeing. A world falling apart. Why didn't you come back that night, Lucy? I would have taken care of you. I had it all planned out. I had your favorite bouquet of flowers and a nice warm meal that you couldn't say no to. When you didn't come, I thought maybe the next night. So I waited on bated breath. I had the flowers, quinoa, and your jean jacket ready. Every day I had a new bouquet of flowers for you. Every day I made a new plate of quinoa because it was the only dish I knew that you would eat. I didn't leave you like everyone else did. When it got bad, when you would just stare out that window, pretending to be someone else, wishing you weren't here? You left me.
Is there another lemon?
Afraid not. No, both of you could just be still at the dinner table. I just want it to be quiet. Just for a second. Good. My ears are deceiving me. That phone can't sing anymore. I clipped its vocal cords. You still like to sing, huh? I ended you, and you still call upon me. I figured. If something or someone dead can still be breathing, maybe then. Maybe. This is Andre. Hello? Hello? This is Andre. Hello? Hello? Andre's phone. Hello? Come on. Speak already. Speak! I order you to speak! Hello! This is Andre! Speak, damn it! I answered the phone! The phone sang, so I answered! I know I'm not hearing things. In fact, I hear nothing! Don't you dare hang up on me. I know someone is there. Answer. Answer me, please. Please. Please.
Who was it?
Nobody. It was nobody. Tell me about your book.
You already read most of it.
I must know the author's interpretation.
It's just a book.
Very well. I think it's time I let go of you, Wallace.
Really?
Just help me with this project I've been working on.
Yeah, okay.
Hand me the screwdriver. Great, now hand me the handle.
You're a carpenter now?
Jesus was a carpenter.
First a carpenter, now a tailor.
Jesus was a tailor.
What would Jesus do?
Jesus wept. Lucy. Lay back. Just like I found you.
You're making a...
It's a vessel. Bright one. Come lay next to Lucy. There's room for two.
I don't think that's such a good idea.
It wasn't a request.
But I'm still alive.
Afraid not.
Really? How am I speaking to you if I'm dead?
Because I'm making this up.
No, this isn't made up. I'm here, I'm breathing, my heart beats.
It's hard. It's hard to believe when someone is dead. You can convince yourself they died before they were buried. Like as if death is this spectrum. Once you believe that, you're stuck. You need closure.
Closure?
You played the part well. I can't thank you enough for that.
You're welcome. How did it end up like this?
When the church bell chimed, you tried to withdraw and ran for the door, which you knew was locked. In that moment, it reminded me of someone who was left behind. I got to feel what that was like. So I shot you.
Like the end of Hamilton.
How long do you think time stopped for Hamilton?
It didn't.
How does your look end?
Here.
Horrible. You evil genius.
There's nothing braver as a writer than to tell the truth, even if there's no happy ending.
I live that truth and lay down. We are. You satisfied? Did you learn anything? Maybe I just occupied your minds for a little. You gonna let me bury them? Wallace, you outdid yourself. Don't worry, I can keep a secret. I can you?